For lesson 30, we're going to talk about least common multiples and reciprocals. Another little activity for you. I want to know how many jelly beans of each color. And read through it, see if you can figure out how many jelly beans of each color I have. And we'll see what we come up with when we get back to class. So least common multiple is the smallest number that is a multiple of two or more numbers. So, we're looking for the least common multiple of 3 and 4. I'm going to start by writing out my multiples of each number. So for 3, I have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. I'm going to start with the first 5 of 3. Now for the second number, I could do the first 5 of that number, or I could go until I find a multiple that works. So I have 4, 8, 12. I see that 12 works. 12 is the least common multiple of 3 and 4. If I wanted to, I could keep listing out and then go back and look afterwards. So what is the least common multiple of 2 and 4? Well, for 2, I have 2, 4. I can stop right there because I know that 4 is going to be a multiple of 4 because it's the number we're talking about. If I didn't catch it, I could go with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, and then look and see that it's 4. Either way, the least common multiple of 2 and 4 is going to be 4. Reciprocals. Reciprocals are basically just two numbers that equal 1. And what's going to happen is we're going to be given a number, and if we're asked for the reciprocal, usually it's going to be asked of a fraction. So all we're going to do is flip the fraction. So if I have 5/8 and it asks for the reciprocal, I'm just going to flip that fraction and leave it. It doesn't become a mixed number, anything. It can be an improper fraction. So reciprocals are one of the things that we can leave improper. So all it is basically whatever fraction flipped. So this asks how many 2/3 are in 1. Okay. So basically it's saying 2/3 times what is going to equal 1. Okay. All I need to do is flip my fraction, and that's my work. That's it. The answer is 3/2. Okay, what number goes into the box to make this equation true? Once again, flip your fraction. There's your answer. Because the reason this works is because if I put that in there, so I have 5/6 times 6/5. If I do that multiplication, I have 5 times 6 is 30. 6 times 5 is 30. Well, 30 over 30 is going to equal what? That is why the reciprocal works. So all we're doing is flipping that fraction. So what is the reciprocal of 5? Well, we talked about how the reciprocal was basically the flipped fraction of what we had. So all we need to do is put 5 into a fraction. 5 as a fraction would be 5 over 1. So our reciprocal is going to be the opposite of that, the flip version of that, which would be 1 over 5. So, just remember, the least common multiple, we're going to list out the multiples so they're going to get bigger. Don't get factors and multiples confused. Factors are what go into a number. Multiples are when we're multiplying that number by other numbers. So by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then reciprocals, all they are is just the flip fraction of whatever we are given. Go ahead and do the practice set, and we'll go through it in class.